Okay, I think we are on the air. Testing 1, 2, 3. We are on the air. I think that we are on the air. Okay, we're looking good, looking sharp. Oh boy, I'm in a bit of a rush. I hate being late, but I'm still late nonetheless. Okay, let's screw this all up. Okay, just letting things settle in for a moment or two. Let me do my thingy. What? Yeah, let me do the thing here. What? Exactly. La 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 la. Well, hello, hi, and welcome, folks. My name is RPJ, and this is the RPJ Show Live. Bill, how are you? How you doing? What's up? What's going on with you? Me? I am well. Thank you very, very much for asking. I will be starting the show momentarily and doing my thing. Hi, and welcome. The reason why I'm breaking out in the sweat is because I went to the store and I had to run back. And now I'm drinking hot coffee. So just bear with me a few more minutes. Okay. Today's show was originally going to be about. I want to make sure my audio is on. Okay, it's on. It's on. Okay. All right. This show, this Friday night show, is originally going to be some Black issues, and now we'll be rolling that stuff over on Monday, Tuesday next week. Some things that have been happening is I've been in a situation where there has had a reemerge in my presence, and we'll get into that bullying situation. Also, I have a great friend of mine that I've been talking to, and hopefully that we can have this interview sometime soon, maybe even early as next week, Monday, Tuesday, and I look forward to that. So, tell me, guys, is the sound okay? Okay. Do you understand the words that are in my mouth? Not supposed to wipe down. I'm going to talk about this bully situation. You know what? I got 2 people watching, and if I'm one of the 2 people watching, that means we only have one person watching. So let's wait until the people come. So let me talk about something else in the meantime, and then we'll get into the bullying situation. You know what? I got this friend of mine that she's an excellent friend. She's an excellent person. She's an parent. I'm really proud of her. I'm proud to have met her and proud to know her. She's sensational. Well, I sound like I'm crying. No. I just wanted to say hello to you out there in the world. I'm not going to say your name, because if I say your name, everybody will come and look for you and try to have your baby. So we can't have that. So the only babies that you're having will be mine. I mean, not mine, my friends. I'm kidding around. Kidding around, of course. I have a really sensational good friend of mine, and she's doing excellent stuff, and she's an excellent mother. She really cares. What is that on your bed? This is not a bed. It's a couch. Vida, like on deck. Yeah, what's up with that? That's my white redhead baby. Girl whisperer. White girl whisperer. Nah, man, this ain't the Monty Woodgang show. We don't have the dolls over here. And I don't even care who cooks me. As long as you guys keep saying my name, I'm happy about it. Say my name. Say my name. Heisenberg. You're goddamn right. Just say my name and keep promoting me. I love it. This is the perfect time to be cooking me. Cook RPJ. Let them all cook the great RPJ. It's only to my, because I was wondering why I had a surge of people come to me yesterday and last night. I guess I was getting cooked. And these people came over here to check me out, and they signed up. And if I were to go back and see if anybody left me, So give me a minute. I know some people are probably waiting for a response, so that's why you subscribe. And you guys know, I don't subscribe to, I don't respond back to relevant. And I look back on my subscribers, and only one person has bailed out of the 10 plus that have come to me all yesterday and last night. So only one person has bailed out on me. So that's good. Yeah, I'm definitely. I want to make all the hangouts Bdubs. So yeah, I'm gonna come to Slapper one. I think John Logic. I think he has a hangout. I want to do all the hangouts. You let me know in a little bit in advance. I'll be there. I'll be to all the hangouts. I need to get all over the place. Let's try it. There you go. Exactly. Only debate your equals. I agree. You know, it's funny that it's being dubbed. And this is to deal with the bully situation. But yesterday I was doing practice shows, and I had Ransom on. I had Ransom in the audience with Scapegoat Arch, and we were having the greatest conversation about a Black community, and it was refreshing because these guys are smarter than me, and they had made me speak on their level. I had to speak on an intellectual level, and I thought that was so refreshing to, speak the truth, speak with clarity, speak making sense, speak where your heart is. You feel for the situation, but you can't show emotions about it. So it was really great to have that kind of conversation with Ransom and Scapegoat Arch. I thought it was one of the greatest things that I've ever had in terms of the show. In terms of talking to people. That's what I want to do most of the time. I want to have these conversations. Oh, you have to step it up around those who actually have real sense. There you go. It's not a lot of people who have real sense. They don't even understand what real sense is. They think that, I got real sense. I got 15 cents in my pocket trying to make $1. Yeah, there is no well of wisdom in this sector. People basically show you what they are. You know, one guy plays with dildos and plastic dolls. Another guy is a drunkard. I mean, these guys are just jackasses. And I know you guys some people want to take me to task about a divine dummy. But again, if I didn't have any kids, I wouldn't even talk about her. I wouldn't talk about her. I would talk about the illness and the disorders that she has, because that's prevalent in our Black community and a lot of communities. But it's prevalent in a Black community where you see these people who are ranting and raving all the time. They get hysterically angry, out of control, and we need to put a label on them. You need to know what they are. You need to understand what their situation and their likelihood of profound trouble. That's right, Bdubs. She is sick, point blank. Point blank, she's a sick one. But you're right, there's a lot of great thinkers in this sector of YouTube. Not a great thinker, but again, I had a great conversation with Ransom and it was great. Those are the kind of conversations that I'm going to have going forward, because I feel like that there's some things that I want to try out, like reading. Like I want to read on air. That way, I want you parents to read to your children. I hope that will be the case. All right, Bdubs. I want to inspire. I want to, reading so many classics is what I'm talking about. Reading the classics, reading great pieces of work, learning the basics, actually reading it, not just holding the book. There you go, that's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna have that book show. Let me write that down in my the book show. I might have like nobody watching the book show when I do it. It will be just me then. The book show. The book show. I have a couple of books as well that I could recommend. And as a matter of fact, I'm recommending one book right now. I read it. It was The Many Lives of John Lennon. The Many Lives of John Lennon. I read that book, and it was a great read. You get to learn a lot of things that you probably didn't know, of course, behind the scenes, some of the angst, some of the therapy. It was, again, a great read. You get everything that you need to get from the John Lennon, from that book, including his assassination and the madness of the court case, madness of how people reacted to his death. So yeah, I mean, that's a great book. That is a great book, a great read, I say. But all right, folks, let's get on with the show. Today's show, before I go on with the show, I want to give out a shout out to my friends, my friend Melody, my friend Melanie, shout out to, well, that's it. That's what people give. Oh, and shout out to Alexis K. Tyler. So those are the three shout outs I want to give for now. They have been really supportive of me, and I can't thank them enough. Sometimes, even getting praise, I shouldn't say praise, but sometimes, yeah, it does feel nice for my talent, abilities, and even if it's Even if it's not true, it just the words still are meaningful to me. So I really appreciate the nice words, the kind words, the building upwards. So I really respect that, and I really appreciate that. I know it's not a lot that I hear that is, and when I hear it, it sounds really good, and then it sounds really refreshing. So thank you guys, Melody, Melanie, and this is K. Tyler. Okay, okay. Okie dokie. Let's get into these bullying aspects. Let's get into this bully situation. A few years ago, maybe 3 years ago, there was this guy. He was feeling himself. He was feeling himself something awful. When I say awful, it's a lot. He was thinking that he was something good, something great. Finally in his life, he was something that people can point to and say, that's respectable. That's the thing. That's what he thought. And so here he is, a quite popular blog talk show, where in his mind, he was thinking that he's a partner, when in reality, he's more like a pet. So you can see why there's an odd situation here, because most of the audience looked at him as, hey, this is this guy's pet. This is his own show, and that over there is his pet doggy. And this guy, again, we might as well mention his name. His name is Clifton Drunktard Rainey. And at that time, he was really feeling himself. He thought he was a cat's meow. He thought he was the best thing, dog talk. He thought his shit smelled like shit. He thought his shit didn't stink. And he was doing it, of course, when he starts having his drinks, because when he starts drinking, he's just unbearable. He would drink till he got his buzz on and go into the audience and bother and bully mostly women, older white women, and is what he bullies, and teenagers. And a couple years ago, 3 years ago, he was doing that right in front of me. I was on some comment page and I was commenting, and right on that page, someone else commented, and it happened to be that drunkard. And he was yelling at this 19-year-old kid. He was bullying this kid. This kid didn't say anything other than he didn't like certain things about that guy's opinion, somebody's opinion. He has a right to his opinion. He didn't say anything outlandish or outrageous, but here comes the drunkard. He fucking is bullying him, writing capital letters, saying these disgusting words and homosexual terms. I mean, this guy he's an adult talking to a kid, a teenager. He showed no sense of direction, of manhood, anything that this kid should look up to. So I stepped in right away. I don't know who he is. I just thought he was just a drunken idiot. And yeah, I heard him. He's the pet of a blog talk show. So he was feeling himself. And I had to stand up against that jackass. And I stood up against him, let him focus attention on me. I can take the slings and arrows from a retard like him, drunkard like him. I can take it. My skin, I'm built for tough. You know what I mean? So there I was. I actually stood up against this guy, and for the next few weeks, wherever he went to bully people, what's up, Miss Honey Love? King said hello. So everywhere he went for the next few weeks after that, sup? You go, Audrey Ross. Sorry, Andrew Rios. Sorry, that's bad. Andrew Rios, what's up? So the next 2 weeks, months, I was making sure that I wouldn't bully people, because what would happen is he would come home. That's when he worked. So he would come home when he'd have a few drinks, and as soon as he had a few drinks, he would go back out and bully on the internet, because he's a big man now. A show. He's feeling himself. He's got the whole world in his hands. No, he's just still beating his meat. He's still beating his meat in his mama's tub at that time. Beating his meat in his mama's tub. And you know what the sickest part about that? He would never clean it up. There's so much junk in the drain, and he wouldn't clean it. That's his mama's tub. He thought it went away. That's glue that came out of him. He would never clean it. It makes lets his mom sit in the toilet, the bathtub on top of his gunk. And I told him, you should clean the tub out. Make sure you get your gunk out of the drain. But no, this guy wouldn't do that. He let his mom sit on his gunk. So anyway, so after he stopped bullying, focusing on me, he eventually screwed up and he threatened my life. Now, I didn't get upset. I screenshot it and I went to the police. People talked me out of it. I wish I had at that time, because then he wouldn't be coming back to more people nowadays. Now, he's feeling himself. He listened to the trolls, and he's got his own place now. The trolls made him get his own place. Now, you know what? He still doesn't realize that living at my mama's house for 45 years is not a good thing. He still doesn't see why is that a bad thing? Why that makes him look weak? He doesn't understand that being mama's boy and living under mama's roof, a punk ass bitch. He doesn't get it. What's up, Scapegoat Arch? I was talking about you a little earlier. Cliffy can't find one. When his best friend is a jar of mayonnaise, and a jar of mayonnaise in his penis. I mean, he's got the personality of a cactus. He's a drunk. His breath stinks. He's sweaty mess. His head is huge. He's a 5'8", 240 cactus. A moron. From what I understand, he cooks, makes ramen noodles with all that stuff, has issues, health issues. I understood that he did that, right? Yeah, he's not much of a cook. He's more of a what you would call a jackass in the kitchen. Bdubs, I'm drunk too. Fuck it. You're not this kind of drunk. I'm telling you, this guy is an actor. Not to make fun of him, because it is a disease. No, Miss Honeylove, he is not cool. Okay, I'll tell you what. He is right now. He and I stopped him, and now he's bullying an older white woman now. He should be showing some manhood. He should be showing, like, listen, I'm not going to bully this woman. She has a difference of opinion. Let me show some class, some dignity, and just walk away. Or let me say something funny or something, and not take this too hard. Not to take this as so emotional. But no, it doesn't. he doesn't take it. He takes everything very emotionally. He's been raised by a single parent, his mother. He's very emotional. He's very emotional. He's very sensitive. From what I understand, is that he was early. And I'm not like, I'm not making fun of any situation like that. I point that stuff out is to the fact that he doesn't understand what manhood is all about. Thus, he didn't understand why he should leave his mother's house after 45 years. He didn't understand that made him a ass bitch. But okay, now here he is again, and you would notice when he was partner, in his mind, a partner with Tyrone Thompson. Tyrone Thompson looked at him like the doggy. Tyrone Thompson got rid of him because he didn't want the nonsense. That's a drunken fucknut. So I'm going to beat up. I'm not going to beat this guy verbally. Since you guys like him, why don't you guys talk to him and have him calm down? I'm so emotional about people having a different perception than he has. They have a right to their opinion. If you put it out there for the public consumption, people might have an opposing perspective. He's got the same problem as a divine dummy. That they put out this stuff, put out information, all this stuff, and he wants the audience to have one reaction, but they might have a different reaction. And he gets upset. He hurts his heart. It's ridiculous. You should not be so emotional. And I understand why some of these jackasses look up to me. There are a few guys, and believe it or not, there's a few guys in this sector or that sector that look up to me. But I kid you not, this is not jokes. These aren't, these guys are a subscriber of mine. They've been watching me since the very first show I did some 3 years ago. And they would tell me that I need a microphone. They really look up to me. Look up to me. And I think most guys that look up to me, they see me as the father that they didn't have. Like straight shooting, straight talking, authoritative man. And how I talk. And I'm talking to you. I'm talking to my children. I'm not talking over their heads. I'm not talking stupid talk. I'm talking directly to you. And they need a man in their father to talk to them. And the guys who look up to me, you will notice that their fathers are not in their lives. And it's funny. I mean, it's not funny, but it is what it is. So I will end this this situation, this topic, to you guys that love Clifton Drunktard Rainey. You tell him, advise him that he should really chill out and just be gracious and move on. He doesn't have to bully these people. He doesn't have to curse them out. Why is he only attacking older white women? That seems to be his standard. He doesn't attack black. He wouldn't say anything to me. He never would. Tommy Sotomayor is smaller than me. And he cowed underneath Sotomayor's hands. He was in fear. Tommy Sotomayor could have had him do anything that he wanted him to do. If he would have pushed what's his name? Clifton Rainey's head down. Rainey's like this. He's son of him. Tommy Sotomayor's son of him. My son. Sotomayor could just push his head down, like, come on, push your head down, push your head down. Push could have pushed him. Yeah, he could have pushed his head down and put his mouth on his penis. I believe that would have been the case. Yeah, I'm looking at me playing with this doll head. So, yeah, so he trembled in the sight of Sotomayor. He would shit his pants in the presence of one RPJ, the God King. To see the face like looking at him, he would start farting and shitting on himself. He would take the diarrhea and wipe it all over his face to show that he's crazy, that no one should mess with him because he's crazy. Get out of getting his ass whooped because he got shit all over that diarrhea. So nobody wants to diarrhea. That's what he would think. And that's what he would do. He would spray diarrhea all over himself so that no one would beat him up. But all right, but in all seriousness, is this that? Well, and seriously, he would be afraid. He would shit on himself. He would piss his pants. He's actually very afraid of, and this is what bullies are. They are definitely afraid of everything, especially confrontation. This is why you must stand up against a bully. You must hold your ground, bully. You don't invite a fight. You're not looking for a fight. You're just standing your ground against that bully. Keep moving. Stand your ground, keep it moving. The last thing that bully wants is a confrontation. Most of these bullies would never stand to a man, even if I was half his size. Let's say he's 5'8". Let's say I was 5'2", 5'3", 120 pounds, which is half his size. Well, in terms of weight, he would be afraid of me still. But he would go on with the fight because realistically, he sees that I'm smaller, but he'd be very afraid. The confrontations would kill him. The anxiety of just contact would just make his heart beat through his chest. I'm going to say something here, and I don't take it the wrong way. The reason why, this is not a knock against him. I mean, I hope that he doesn't take any offense against this. He should not take any offense to what I'm saying right now. But the reason why I'm not seen or know this guy to have relations with women for 45 years is, the truth is that he's homosexual. And knows how much grief he would get if he told the world that he's homosexual. This is why he drinks till he's unconscious, because he is ashamed that he can't tell the world that he's homosexual. This is why he's angry all the time, because he cannot tell the world that he's homosexual. This is what leads me to gay porn in his mama's tub, because he's homosexual. And I say to you, I say to you, be free. This is 2016. You can come out and say what you want to say and be what you want to be. Don't worry about what the truth say. That's his problem. He worries what people say against him. He's got to man up. He can't be worried about what people will say against him. Well, who cares about what people say against him? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But he's so concerned with the trolls that he has to please the trolls. And you know what? If it was up to him, he would never move out of his mama's house. Never. But the trolls told him to. And he would do what the trolls told him to do. He wouldn't take common sense and say, hey, you know what? I can be my own man. I can have dates over. I can do lots of things if I live by myself and be a man for myself and pay my own bills and pay my own rent. I wouldn't put it past. That situation where I think that his mother and his sister could be paying the rent for him at this new place. I think that they are paying the rent for him at this place to get him out of the house. I think that he didn't want to even leave, but the trolls told him to leave. His mother's been begging him to leave for years because when he gets drunk, he eats up all the pork chops. He eats up all the food. He eats food. Whenever he gets drunk in his mama's kitchen or his mama's garage, he will start eating that alcoholic eating, and he would eat up the last pork chops and green beans. He wouldn't save anything for anyone. Now, no offense to the guy. No offense. He's a fucking idiot. He's a fucking asshole. Unreal. And if you notice, folks, because of the alcoholic damages, and we'll talk about alcohol being a disease, alcoholism is a disease. We'll talk about that, those aspects of his problems, his situation. You see, the alcohol has started to ruin his vocal abilities. It's ruining his brain. There is not brain connecting to the words anymore. The stutter is now at an all-time worst than ever. He's stuttering and mumbling more. It's almost like he's got Parkinson. He mumbles and stutters. Mama. And we. It's the alcohol that's causing him damage in his brain, in his mind. He cannot put the words with his mouth. The words do not translate to his mouth. They don't correlate to one another. Thus, he stumbles, he flumps around for the words. He mumbles these words and hoping that no one will call him out on the words. So it's like, hey, I don't mama. Stuttering jackass. A drunkard. Now, no offense to him. Now, let's talk about Bdubs says, man, you missed Chris pass out love on camera last night. Man, see if you guys were going to be. I think I reached out to you guys. To you guys. Yeah, I think I wrote something in the comment section. Anyway, let's talk about alcoholism. And it is a disease. Alcoholism is a disease, and we must treat those with this type of disease, with this type of affliction. There was a time where we looked at alcoholism as something that was avoidable, that you didn't have to go down that route. It was something that was manifested by that person themselves. They would have to go get the alcohol, buy the alcohol, pour the drink, and drink it. If they didn't do this, they wouldn't have access to alcohol. Thus, they are manifesting this alcohol. They are getting it. They are the vehicle which get this alcohol. The alcohol isn't simply there for them for their use. It's not just pops out of the air. So that's why a lot of people look at alcoholism, even still, look at alcoholism as something that could be avoidable. But no, folks, it is a disease. Bdubs says a genetic trait along the lines of addictive personality traits, which is usually passed down. Bdubs is a smart motherfucker. If those are the words that's coming out of his head, Bdubs is my man. Because I want people to talk like that, and it will raise my game. And I would have to come up with better words and clearer thoughts. But we'll talk about the rise of if I'm going to be part of this sector, then I'm going to raise the standard. I'm going to do something that's different than any other jackass is doing. I'm going to support the audience with knowledge, with information, with fun. I'm going to make fun of myself. I'm going to put myself down because I'm thick-skinned enough to be able to handle it. Here's what people say. It's hereditary. Bdubs says it's hereditary, and I can attest to that. So they'll be a good person to interview about this, and maybe I'll do that on their show, his show, my show. Bdub, I will want to interview you. Seriously, I shouldn't even say this online. I should not say this out loud. Yeah, I'm going to interview my friend as well. I think that she really helped other people in similar situations, and I like to interview some of these guys that like Slapadon and Bdub, and like I don't know names. I don't, but I don't know them. I don't think I watch the Don stuff. He's a great producer of material. He's a great director of his material. But anyway, what was I saying? Bdubs says, my mic is messing up. Hold on a second. Maybe. Oh. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. My mic is messing up. Anyway, folks, I'm going to simply say and end this stuff with this jackass, with this drunktard, this foul-mouthed tard. I simply saying that if you guys can talk to him and have him calm down and realize that the world doesn't hate him, the world doesn't oppose him to the depths he is acting out, and just calm down and just relax and take it easy and chill out. Worry about what other people say. That's the advice you should give to him. And hold his hand through it. So you gotta hold his hands like, hey, I'm gonna hold your hand when they say something bad against you. Just chill out. Just take it like a man. Bdubs says, Cliff can go fucking go. I agree. What do you think about Kent? I don't know Kent well. I think I saw him. People were trying to him, but I'm not sure what was going on. We don't even talk about him. Started talking about him. So I think great job by Brian Vlogs to this guy. But I learned of him through Bdub. Through Brian Vlogs. So. You've been following, okay, Scapegoat Arch says, I've been following 2 years. They've been cooking him for that long too, Bdubs says. Who? Scapegoat says. Archduchess and Archduchess. Archduchess is a jackass of the highest order. Oh my God, you can pick a piece, well, Angie's a piece of shit too, but you can pick a piece of shit than Angie, and I hate this wasn't really on the menu for things to talk about, but since you brought it up, Angie, a piece of rotten shit. You know, remember that women that was on Tyrone Thompson's platform? He had a team of black women, and they were just disgusting, foul-mouthed assholes. No offense to them. And only maybe one person or two people within that group of five was actually very cordial to me. It was very calm. My fucking head. Yeah, the wolf pack. Only two of them spoke to me like they're man, like a woman speaking, a woman of high character and morals, and who cared about herself, spoke like she cared about herself. The other jackasses spoke like sailors, and they was chewing tobacco or whatever they were doing. It was just disgusting pieces of crap, of hair-hatted hooligan. That's what they were. But ultimately, Tyrone said, "You know what? I had enough of these fucking cackling, got rid of all of them." And he just threw them all out into the street where they belong. They belong on the corner, you ranting and raving about how much alcohol they got left in the cup. Scapegoat Art says, kids have a lot of psychological issues, though. He says, yeah, I see. Blah, confidence issues, Bdubs speaks. And it's deeper than that. Insecurities can fuck a person up, Bdub. I will agree with that. My ex-wife had them issues, Bdubs says. My wife had similar issues as well. She had no confidence in herself. She was insecure in herself, having had the cancer, even though she put on a little weight because of the medication that she was taking. It was packed in the right spots. Oh my God, it was like beautiful. But again, you couldn't do too much things there because there was a situation where she would strain herself. It would be too much of a physical strain or drain to actually do a lot of the physicality things that I'm talking about. Okay, making it was tough at times because I'm an extensive lover, and it was just wearing out. It's chronic fatigue that would just really sap her. It maybe sap her for a few days. That's what she was dealing with, and she was terribly insecure. What was going on with me? She didn't want some other woman stealing me. She would freak out, and she would aggressively plot against me. Like I was going to go back to America. She plotted against me because of her insecurities. So here I am, about $1,200 one point, and she she says she's sick for 2 weeks, thus me having to spend that $100 on the household. Bdubs says most chicks are insecure, but when it's debilitating, it's a problem. There you go. And there he is. Bdubs also says my last girl had anxiety. I couldn't take that shit, food, pussy, and head ain't worth it. It's not. But yeah, it's a tough situation. Your woman out of the dungeons of trying to get her over the top, but here she is with anxiety. Most of the clients are women. Most of the people that reach out to me are women. They find me charming and fun. I'm a fun personal trainer. I'm a wacky dude. I'm not sensitive. I'm just about mixing it up and pushing boundaries a little bit. Pushing down a little. I've never dated anybody that been a client of mine. I've never dated anyone that's been a client of mine. I never have. because that would confuse everything. I can't have people come to where I work at to, it's personal time we can have here. No, it's not going to happen. That's what I do my business at. That's where I made a decent living when I was in Perth, Australia. It's where I'm struggling a little bit now with my 7, 8 clients. Now, I was up in the 20s before, but this is how I do business. This is how I make a living. This is how I do business very well at times. RPJ, I sent a tweet and the woman in my life said, "Oh, forget about it, man. Forget about it." I'm online or on Facebook would eat at her soul. My mother at her soul, she would be screaming in pain from the torture of me being on the Facebook, maybe possibly having a talk to a woman friend. That woman friend could steal me from her. This is what we thought in her head. She didn't want to lose me. Forget about it. I'm a New Yorker, and if when I told my lady that I'm gonna go back to New York to visit and take care of some stuff, like I have a bunch of military stuff that's in my mom's closet. She's holding on for me and paperwork. Forget about it. They, because I have a lot of resources and situations with, people there. And she thought that because I told her, because I'm stupid, I tell her the absolute truth a lot. And she thinks that because I told her the truth of things that I've done, some really crazy things that I've done, she thinks that's how I live my life. Know that I don't live my life. But her answer is just off the chain. Do they still say that? Off the chain. It would drive her to madness. So, but anyway, with that being said, I just break up with them. Once they go mad or insane, I break up with them. You're right, women can't handle the truth. And that's why I always lie to women, always. I never tell women the truth because they can't. They want to be lied to. That says you have to be bait with them. Well, in all seriousness, I could actually tell you and make a great point for lying to your woman. I can make a great point. I can make a great argument that lying to your woman, to your lady, is the scenario. Because as I always lie to women, lie in English says no, don't. But yeah, I can make an argument that lying to a woman is better than telling her the truth. I can make that argument. Because I'll make a little bit of that argument right now. Most women, they lie to often by the regular jackass on the street. And the regular jackass on the street says, I got a big dick that I like to stick in your asshole. The guy is probably lying. He probably has a little dick. So they lying. The fact that you are not lying to your woman is an insult to her. Why aren't you lying to me? You don't think highly of me? Wow. So she wants you to lie to her. She wants you to not bad. No, she's so used to being lied to that if you don't do it, you are failing at your job as a mate, as a boyfriend, as a husband. You must lie to your women. You must lie to your woman, to your wife, to your girlfriend, your fiance. You must lie. Otherwise, she will not respect you. And she will respect herself. She will lose herself. Okay, you gotta find the truth at that bus and causing insecurities. I'm weakened. I go bipolar if I get lied to. In all truth, yeah, I'm just, although I could make an argument that lying, I don't lie because I don't have a great memory. So I just basically, blurt out everything. So yeah, I'm in a bit of a, and again, I don't care what people will think of the truth. I've had a decent life. I lived it on most of my terms. I've made some mistakes. I've had a lot of fun. I've had a lot of situations that most men would die to be in. I have my downs as well. Stalked for 2 years. I was abused for a few years. For a couple years. Missed some opportunities with professional sports. I had a great shot. But again, I went out and captured some of my dreams, some of my goals. I'm really happy with my life overall. I'm proud of who I am and what I've accomplished and how many people I've helped. I'm really happy about that. I know that I'm a decent man. I know I'm a decent father and grandfather. I'm a decent man. I know that I'm I'm a good guy. I'm a good friend. I'm a good brother. So I know this about me. I'm not ashamed of anything that I've ever done in my life. Not one thing. And yes, I would go back and change something, but I'm not ashamed of it. So that's why telling the truth is simple, because no one can judge me harsher than I judge myself. All right. So anyway, I covered those issues, and I really wanted to. Honestly, I kind of had my friend on my mind, and I really do want to get to her. Wink, wink. No, I want to invest a little space, and I really kind of had this time slot open for her, so to speak. Oh boy, Bdubs asked, RPJ, can you dance to Spanish music? And the answer is, this is what I do. So that's my dancing to Spanish music. Yeah, I would try it. All right, so here I am watching the playback of me dancing like a jackass. So I think I gotta delay. Yeah, but anyway, folks, let's move on. One of the conversations I was having on laughing at dancing. One of the situations that we had during my practice show, no robots. You get robots. Dun, 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 dun. Robot, robot, robot. Go. Um, maybe I was gonna go into a heavy topic now. Hey, what's up, realest ever? I am the God King. You are welcome here anytime, realest ever. Welcome to my cabin, realest ever. Thank you. Thank you for showing up and being amongst the people, your brothers and sisters, and in front of your Father. That's your own Le Bon coffee mug? Oh yeah, this is what I got from I have a superhero in my life. I call him Dad, and they got me a giant mug. And I drink my coffee out of it and booze. Oh boy, look at the Bdubs. That means you want to get drunk. All right. So I forgot my train of thought. I don't know what the hell I was talking about. You're always drunk. Oh, you talked about that earlier. So instead of me, I understand some Spanish a little bit. I think that's work. That's French. Por favor, telemundo. Es lunes. Es lunes. I think that's Monday. Gigante, Sabado, no, whatever, I can't do it. That would be the sandwich that would come on Saturdays. There would be some outrageous on that show. Oh my God, just, oh. I mean, those things were just off the charts, and they were stressing like, oh my God, I couldn't believe that this was on TV. I mean, these women were just, it was just magical. And I don't know if it was Gigante's show, Gigante. It was on Saturdays, man. This was the greatest show I've ever seen with those beautiful women. It was just about women and TNA. I mean, that was just the greatest show ever. And then there was another show where these Spanish women were in these schoolgirl outfits, but they would never cover them entirely. And their features would be exposed, and they were just, oh my God! I love Spanish women. I love women. Women, Spanish women, just love them. Love them. But anyway, I have my own woman. She's Australian, and I love her. And, I have my American women, and so what? Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna have a show, and I want to know if it was still on the air. And if it's still on the air, maybe I can get it here. But it's a type of deal, and quite frankly, I don't think I did it anymore. It's amazing to see this on TV every Saturday, and there would be in these basically this. Almost like softcore porn. You see everything. And then the other show where there was just like they would almost be insertion. You know, digits inserting in. I mean, it was almost on. I swear to God, one of my favorite shows. And what was I? Was I in my late teens? No, I was older than that, in my 20s. Yeah. So great shows, the Spanish shows. I think it was Gigante Saturday, Gigante, Giant Saturday. Blah. These cats don't even step to a man. What do you mean? Oh, these cats being dudes? No, dudes afraid of another man standing up. They are afraid of a confrontation, whether it be verbally, mentally, and especially physically. You know, that's the problem with nowadays. People are so afraid physically of being hurt. But that was most at one point in our communities where we would get into fist fights all the time. That was, you didn't fight once a day for, you know, every day. Then something was wrong. Like you were not in the soft community, a soft neighborhood. So yeah. So nowadays people don't fight anymore, and they forget the physical contact isn't as damaging as they think it is. When they get guns, because they are so afraid. They shoot at long distance. They're afraid. They shoot sideways because they can't bear to stand still with a proper stance to shoot, because they are afraid. They're afraid of the bullet. They're afraid of everything. There's such a fear. It's such a fear. Their emotions, they become fearful and filled with anxiety. This is what we have. And you know, I blame a lot of this nonsense that has been populated and polluting the public, and especially our community. I'm going to blame reality shows. I'm going to blame Bad Girls Club and hip hop in the various cities, Black Ink in various cities. The one prancing elite, the homosexual part of this equation. Realist ever asked RPJ, are you cool? I see her in your chats, and I thought there'd be whatever beef the guy and the Snow Queen. Yeah, me and Kat have worked out differences. I made my apologies and moved forward, and you know, we are cool. Mistakes in that situation. And I wish that none of that stuff ever happened. I don't care. I've never cared, but how I felt is something about, and I didn't want that to be. I don't want that to be how I roll. I had a bad reaction because I heard some stuff, and my ego wanted to battle. And I quite frankly should have just left it alone. But that's what I did ultimately. I left it alone. My ego did not get in the way of me. And I apologize for the bad character that I showed. And yeah, me and Kat are great. We're cool as the other side of the pillow. So the God King and the Snow Queens, and Tiffany, it's a package deal. I get Tiffany as well. So I get Tiffany and Kat for the price of one Snow Queen. So I get two Snow Queens. As you know, I am the white girl whisperer. I think Mike Mills said that to me. I said that, whisperer. I thought it was funny. And yes, I mostly dated white and Asian women. I think it's all and one of the reasons why I do these things, and I try to make it as public as possible, I want to show that having and despite having yelling in public on a blog talk show, really looking like a jackass. That's me looking like a jackass and acting a fool because of my ego. I wanted to show the people and in any sector, you can be a man, you can show manhood, you can be this great man, this God King, and yet you can still apologize. Yet you can do right by that other. So I'm a man. I don't have a problem in apologizing for when I do wrong or walking away from a person that's wrong against me. I'm a man. I can handle it. I think it's big picture. And I don't think for the moment, and I'm not emotional, and I'm definitely not sensitive. And in a lot of ways, I wish I had a bit of sensitivities because then I wouldn't miss some of these small things with women in relationships. I tend to miss them because I don't value these slight sensitivities that they are having. And I just won't, I don't see it, I don't sense it. Yeah, so yeah, I want to show everyone that you can reinvest yourself into a friendship, into a relationship, and no matter what fuck ups that one or both of you guys did. So for the price of one, hold on, let me go back and see what I missed, that Mad Head Doctor. What you missed, Mad Head Doctor, was they asked me about Realist ever asked me, or me and Kat are cool or what? He's seen her in my chats and thought there would be beef forever with the God King and Snow Queen. And I say, well, all I said was, yeah, you know, we more than made up. We both have, I've apologized. I was terribly out of line because of my ego. And I let my ego get the best of me and it had me ranting and raving like a lunatic. Don't care what other people say about me because people have been talking about me all my life. Even my parents have put me down, talked about me, have slandered my name. Remember, they has robbed me and gave away my prize. And she was only visiting us for that one summer. And she threw out 400 comic books away to this guy. And no one towards her. No one yelled at her or slapped her hand. It was my shit. Fuck him. So basically, yeah. So with my apologies to the one woman, they are a package deal. So for one Snow Queen, I get two Snow Queens. Me and Kat are cool, me and Tiffany are cool. And that's how I'm going to keep it rolling. It's become a cool dude. As you know, Mad Head Doctor, I am one of the coolest dudes that you ever have come across. I have a little bit of an ego, but I am not opposed to showing real machismo, real manhood, and apologizing and thinking big picture and looking at the big picture sometimes and not reacting with emotion. Mad Head Doctor asked me, which one have you fucked? Come on, Mad Head Doctor, I can't tell you that. No, I haven't had sex with either woman yet. I'm sorry, I say yet. I haven't had sex with either woman at this point in time. Damn it. It's breaking up and lagging. Man, what am I doing wrong? Okay. It's been Okay. All right. Okie dokie here. I don't know what I'm doing now. What's going on? Okay, looks like I don't see anything other than I have to get a DSL line. And I'm going to go to my computer guy on Monday. He's got the DSL line in the door. And if he does, he'd probably give it to me for free. And that would really assist me with the look of the show. And hopefully by Wednesday, my microphones will get here from Customs. And I will have a boom mic, so I won't need this mic anymore. I would have nearly professional mics, a boom mic, microphone off the camera. I'll be doing stuff outside, a tripod outside, and doing with Australians, talking about the Australian things. Some will be comedy, some of it will be actual information, talking to the police. Is the biggest issue. Yeah, Scapegoat Arch, I'm really going to get that. That's the first thing I'm going to do Monday morning. I'm going to get that DSL. We'll spin it all the way. Once you fix that, you'll be straight. That's what I'm talking about. I'm trying to be straight. Nah, I mean. Know what I'm saying? Fuck that shit, homie. I'm straight as they come up in this piece. Yo, fuck that shit, Holmes. Did I say Holmes anymore? All right, folks, give me a second, okay? Is there anybody out there feeling so sad? Alright, I'm going to get into something a little bit more comfortable. Okay, folks, my Tiger Wood red shirt on Fridays. My thing now, I'm wearing my red shirt on Fridays. I'll wear black and I will wear red on Fridays. So black on Thursday and red on Fridays. Yeah. Once the connection is taken care of and then the microphones are all here, everything's set up for success. I have a business license for I have a business license for my production company. I needed one for my other company that I am starting up, but I want to put that on a license, and that will be in play. And everything is looking upwards, little by little, not in a rush. I'm not going to jump past some certain steps. That might really isn't that bad. I guess it's really mostly the connection, and that connection, by Monday, my Monday, your Sunday, this stuff will be worked out, and next week will be, you guys will hear every word that comes out of my gorgeous mouth, out of my smart mouth, out of my crazy mouth. Mad Doctor says, my question is, why didn't the people who were here before tell me that before me did that? I think, I don't know, Mad Doctor. I guess they were trying to be nice to me and not have me upset about the connection being fucked up. There's really not too many things that I can do to keep the thing from fucking up. I always, what I do is I check the connections, and that's pretty much it. And anyway, but that being said, yeah, so guys, I really do appreciate you guys talking. I know I'm not the most ratchet of stuff, but um, and I know there's been a lot of people out there that want me to respond back to certain individuals who talk ill of the God King, who have cooked a God King, which is impossible to cook a God King. It cannot be done. It's a silly thing to say. Cooking a God King, really? Are you sure about that? No one can cook a God King. It can't be done. The fact that he's a God King, I'm a God King. It's the silliest thing to say that you're cooking a God King. You can't. It's oxymoron. So yeah, people are trying to rank on me and try to put me down. And I actually thank those people for doing what they're doing. It said 11 people yesterday. One person has. So I want you guys to, I want everyone to cook me on every channel and every blog talk show. That would be great for me because it brings people to see like that oh yeah, hello. Yeah, my page, and a lot of people stay because they are anticipating me to say something back, or they will say, hey, you know what? Let's look at his other stuff, and he's not horrible. He sounds like he might have a brain in his head. And he seems to be somewhat funny, and he doesn't even notice that he's funny. And he's quite handsome. Okay, well, maybe you're not saying that, but anyway. Yeah, so people out there, I don't listen to a lot of these. You know, the funny thing is, when I first got on, these people kind of hovered around me, and I thought that these something. I mean, I didn't know what this was when this whole YouTube thing. I didn't know what I said. Maybe these guys are like the creme of the creme de la creme de la creme. I thought maybe they were, top of the food chain, and of course I was terribly wrong about that. So these guys were, in terms of credibility, of information, of character, they were way ahead of me because I haven't been here. Now here it is now, 3 years later, and it's not about the views, folks. It's about creatively. It's about intellectually. Where I was and to where I'm grown from and how I'm growing. Not only that's my wildest dreams at this point in time, I'm easily surpassed those other jackasses who are still doing the same exact thing they were doing 3-4 years ago. They're saying the same exact words. They're doing the same exact things. I try to keep it moving. As you see, I have a Google chat. That's something new for me. And I will be doing blog talk. I wanted to try this out for a little bit. And quite frankly, I might as well keep both a Google cast and a blog talk show. And I think that's what Mike is going to be doing at some point. Do a Google show and simultaneously do a Bill's blog talk show. So I'm thinking that I'm going to do separate shows. I don't want to do them at the same time. I want to do separate shows. I want to give one audience I'm going to give them all my information. Yeah, I'm going to build up this platform. Wait, this is my baby. This is the thing that makes each presentation, each thing that I get into, I'm going to build it up and give it nurturing. I'm going to build this into something that I am proud of, that you guys can be proud of, to come here and to banter about with other people of like-mindedness, of coolness. Like, hey, we're all cool, you know what I mean? So you get along with friends, the people could be friends of yours, or these people could be relationships of yours. I mean, it's great to keep this, have this circle of friends. I'm sorry, I said it wrong. Friends. Never. And as get an audience here and transitioning. Mad Doctor says, keep on broadcasting YouTube and don't pay blog, just talk to people. So I was thinking, I didn't want to monetize because, I don't get crazy views as it is, but I wanted the people to just come and watch, and knowing that I wasn't making a buck from it or pay from it. Like, RPJ, your fan base will grow, says Yolanda. I believe that's going to be the case. And as I fragments bigger, I'm saying the right word, if I get slightly bigger by mere I can't figure out the words, by little mere fragments. Anyway, if I get a little bigger and bigger as I go on, the more people will hate me and oppose me because they fear the person that is not sensitive, is not a bitch-made bitch. So they fear that kind of person because they don't understand what's his motivation. They fear the unknown. They see a guy who's happy in his own skin. That's for them. Some of these guys are wrestling with their own homosexuality. Bisexual. Most are dealing with the fact that there aren't any fathers in their life and they have a overwhelming influence on them, thus their sensitivities and emotions are way out of whack at times. You will see them crying on video, just crying in front of a camera, looking for some sympathy. I mean, there are actual tears coming out of these men's eyes. And they are on here, and some of these are, and some women as well, they do this so they get attention. Please help these women, these sensitive men. I've seen some of these pimps cry, tears, cry in front of a camera. It's insane to me. And I'm not saying that you can't show emotions. You don't put tears out. You can't cry in front of the camera. If you can be emotional, but you can't. You gotta take your tears someone else. You can't show tears coming out and try to give the impression that you are a man, that you can you have the stomach and the heart of a man. Because no man is going to sit there and cry looking for attention. Give me attention. And I've seen this by one of the legendary pimps. I've seen one of these other jackasses say that they were in a coma looking for attention, like a borderline personality disorder. They're in a coma. They want attention. talk to them. I'm making dumb faces. I think this is so silly. I think this is silly shit. I'd say conduct yourself like a man. You can be self-deprecating, and I am, but you don't have to be a bitch. You don't have to be sensitive. You can be. I'm emotional. I think I'm emotional. I just don't show a lot of emotions on camera or in real life. I don't show those emotions, but you certainly will address emotions with my kids, with my siblings, with great friends, men and women. I don't have a problem showing my emotions in that regard. Although I'm certainly not crying and boo-hoo all the way. Boo-hoo, give me attention. No, I am not a pimp that wants attention. I certainly do not want that. Ooh. Oh man. All right. My fan base will grow, and I agree. I'm going to keep rolling. Yeah, I'm going to keep working at this, making this better, the connection better, the camera work better. Going to be doing my personal training on this, so you can get my workout routine time. I can do that for the 2 hours that I do my show, and I can just do my exercise routine. And I can come back and read, and yeah, I think this is going to be great. There's so many more opportunities that are coming my way, and I'm going to be patient. I'm going to do my due diligence. I'm going to learn. I'm not going to rush things. I'm going to only do something, but I'll make sure that I build up a proper alliance with people, a proper friendship, proper relationships with these people, with these men and women that are going to be friends of the show that will help aid me in making a bigger audience, doing some things that the average jackass could only dream about doing. And you're gonna see, you're gonna be surprised at some of the things that I'm going to be doing. I already kind of you're gonna be surprised. You wouldn't think that a guy from Brooklyn, New York, this jackass, this sucker bantering moron with the Australian cowboy hat, like, how the hell is he doing that? I can't believe that he's interviewing this and that person. You're gonna be so surprised. I wouldn't be in situations like, what the hell are RPJ doing over here? How there's a God on this channel, it beats the hell out of me. He's something special. And you're gonna be doing like this a lot, James. RPJ, the God King, is something special. How is he doing this? That's how you know RPJ is crazy. How is he doing this? So yeah, you're gonna be surprised, and I'm gonna work hard at it. And I was so psyched to get a second chance to do this that I didn't overlook anything. I had to make sure that my relationship was tight as a drum. No, yeah, tight as a drum, tight as a snare drum. Yeah, I had to make sure that my relationship was on point and going in the right direction. And after that's taken care of, and that was taken care of already, I let people know this is the process of how I'm going about doing things. And when that happens, an audience will filter in slowly but surely. Thus, money will come in slowly but surely. Because I'm in it to always share the word of the God King. share the daily word of a God King. Like your religion, I'm sharing the good word of the day. That's my religion, the God King religion. So I'm spreading the word God King, the good news of the God King. You can reinvent yourself if you want to be. Do not let your pride get in the way. Do not let your ego get in the way. Don't set up boundaries and excuses to fail. Set up winning goals and drives that you can get it done. You can conquer. Something like that. So that's what I'm all about. I'm spreading that word that you can reinvent yourself. You can be proud any moment at any time. You don't have to be you don't have to feel like you're a piece of crap. You can reinvent yourself right then and there on the fly, and you get better because you're starting to do better because you see the bigger picture of what it is that you did do wrong. And now you can remedy that by doing the right thing because you are knowledgeable, and now you are unencumbered by your mistakes. You can move past it. You can reinvent yourself and do better moving forward. That's what I'm all about. I'm all about repackaging and reinventing, reworking a problem, and every solution will fix it. I would go back and reinvest my time. Reinvention is, one of the words that I call all the time. Read and RPJ. So, and I want you guys to share the daily word, to share the daily good word. Okay? And again, I want to give out a few shout outs as I wrap up the show. I want to give out a shout out to Melanie, Jennifer, and Kat, and Tiffany, and Tyler, and seems to be so yeah, I thank you, Yolanda, blah, nameless. I thank you, Bdubs, Scapegoat Arch, thank you as well. Mad Doctor, again, I thank you for bringing bringing the status up and making this a thinking show and not about ratchet nonsense. You guys are the key to my success. You guys are in a way co-hosts of mine. You're bringing up the status of this for idiots or this for people brains. And I love it. Yolanda's another smart one. That's what I want. That's what you guys are basically are co-hosts. You guys are setting the intellectual tone because you guys are all smarter than me. And you guys are well equipped verbally and mentally to press forward, press on. And I can simply follow as a good soldier and follow along until I got a good grasp of what it is that we're talking about. And yeah, I love this idea of Google Chat and having a chat room. I think it's just great. It's just going to allow me to keep growing in all different ways. And of course, I have a flexible mind where I can not do the topic that I was doing. I can just spread a new thought on the fly because I'm very talented like that. And I can talk for hours. I can talk up a storm. As you see, I don't mind talking. I can talk. Yolanda says, why do they call you Madhead? Just curious. Madhead's gonna say, well, because I used to get mad in my head. You can see by looking at my head that I had a mad face. Nah, he's like, I don't know what he's gonna say. That's a really mad head doctor. The mad head doctor. Mad head doctor. Now I get the head doctor, and I get the mad doctor. The mad head doctor. He's the head doctor, and he's mad. He's insane. He's upset. The maddening, the insanity of the head doctor. That's his name. Are you with me on that? Oh, so yeah, I thank you guys again for showing up today, showing up and being a part of the RPJ God King family. You guys are on. I do appreciate it. You guys set the tone, the intellectual tone, and you guys are good people. You guys are smart people. That's what I love, and I'm really appreciative of just spending a few minutes with me, and some of you guys spend longer than that. I'm really appreciative that you give up your time to come by me and check me out. Just for 3 minutes, I love it. I thank you for that. If you give me a 20, 30 minutes, that's crazy that you would give up so much time to a jackass. I know I shouldn't say that. I'm so thankful that you would give it 20 minutes to someone that's of my ilk, someone of my status. Not that I don't deserve it. I'm just saying I have not been proving enough in this medium at this juncture of doing this. But I'm somewhat very talented. Not so talented. I'm very talented. And I will be deserving of a huge audience. I am growing and becoming better at this because I care about what it is that I'm doing. I'm trying to strengthen myself all the time. This is why I always try to do things with the wardrobe. I have tried to do things with other situations of reinventing of character. I have taken a lot of the cursing out of this. No more just gratuitous cursing. It's just waste time. Most of the time, for an uber polite, I love a good curse word from time to time. Like the MF, motherfucker, bitch. Like, it's me saying that. I say that a lot. But yeah, I like a good curse word. But yeah, I don't need to be that kind of jackass. And with the pieces with curse words and these reality shows that are just off the charts, ridiculous and stupid, that have the average person saying, wow, I saw this on Love and Hip Hop and this is something stupid, so let me go out and do something stupid and carry on like a jackass as well. That's what they are doing. Madhead Doctor says, that's a name given to me back in my youth. I was angry. The doctor part came from YouTube because people that I overanalyze them. Yolanda says, no problem. Enjoy being here. Conversations are very educational. Like Yolanda says, okay, man. Just what I didn't. No, there's no sensitivity. You guys aren't sensitive. You have dialogue. Madhead Doctor is not sensitive. He answers the question. It's not insulting him. He certainly knows that you are an educated woman. You are a woman of precision. You're not thinking of this mentality of mentality. You are a woman of education, depth. So you don't have to work on both sides. You guys are in a perfect group together. You're London smart, man, Dr. Smart. Not too much machismo or ego on either side. And that's great. That's great to have a part of my family. I love it. If I could pick a better people to put in the audience, I think people than Mad Doctor and Young, and then there's Ransom and and my friends Melanie, very cute and gorgeous friends of mine. Yeah, and they are smart and they care, and they're friends of mine. I just love them to death. I really do. I'm really grown to really have a lot of affection for them. So anyway, with that being said, folks, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go and take care of myself with a quick bathroom break, and then I'm going to go over there to the Mike Mills show and check him out at 10 p.m. Now I have to go find out his number and stuff, and I said that I would give him a call, and he's going to have a special guest. And I actually know who's the guest. I'm not going to give it away, obviously, but I do have some questions for that special guest. And I have a couple of questions right off the bat that I'm do. Anyway, folks, go check out the Mike Mills show. I should be on it very, very soon, early on. And over there is a huge audience, and of course, I will have to spread the gospel of the RPJ show live. Share the King, share the good word of the day, and bring people to our family. Okay, it's always so, folks. Thank you again. Has been the RPJ show live. Thank you. You can go now.